I'm Jay Rosen from Washington Valley Cellars. Thanks for joining me today. We're here to kick off the summer season in beautiful Spring Lake, New Jersey. And we're also here to christen this gorgeous new wine cellar that we just completed. I'd like to take you downstairs. I'd like to take you on a tour of the cellar and let me know what you think. There's a couple of features of this cellar that are unique to our construction, and those are what I want to point out to you. So come on down and let me show you what we've done. I'm standing here in the tasting room just outside of the wine cellar. This gentleman wanted to be able to entertain, sit down, smoke a cigar, drink some wine, and have a view into the space. Putting a window here looking into the space really makes it feel bigger when you're inside, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. So we constructed this window. Anytime we do windows, we don't buy windows and put them in, we build them. We start with insulated tempered glass, we build the jambs out of mahogany, so everything matches. It's a seamless integration, if you will. And it looks into the space. Now, another feature of this cellar, we did double display rows on each section of racking. So there are 4 sections of racking inside. The first one and then the third one have display rows at given heights, and then the second one and the fourth one have display rows at other heights, and they're staggered with the display lighting. It really provides a unique aesthetic, if you will, to the space. All right, let me take you inside the cellar, and you can see some of the other features of what we've done, including the tongue and groove mahogany ceiling, which I'll point out as soon as we get inside. We built this mahogany door, again, insulated tempered glass, for entry into the space, so as you walk by you have a perfect view. Coming into the space, you can see it's kind of long but narrow. It didn't allow us to put substantial racking on both sides, so what we did is on the far wall, which had a visual in through the glass, we've constructed our custom mahogany racking, and we went up to 96 inches with the racking in this space, which is higher than we normally would do. On this wall, so as not to intervene into the aisle, we provided vintage view wrought iron racking, which only takes up 4 inches of space off the wall. So as you can see here, floor to ceiling, these are spaced out for magnums, and if you look under the window here, it's spaced out for bottle storage. So I wanted to do something in this entrance portion of the cellar. We didn't have a lot of space, again, because of the narrowness, but I didn't want to just have a blank wall. So what we did is we constructed this large format display rack that'll hold up to 6-liter bottles, Imperials, Jeroboams, double magnums. And transitioning from the blank wall, we put a individual bottle display rack that has an open corner, so as you walk in you don't feel like you're going to bump into it. So we transitioned from nothing to 3.5 inches to 6 inches for the large format bottles. I want to also point out to you the ceiling here. We worked with the lighting engineer for specialty lighting, little pin lights which illuminate the area, your walkway nicely. But within that, what we did is we custom milled mahogany tongue and groove panels with a edge and center bead design. As you can see, there's no seams in it, so we ran it through all the way, and we edged it with crown molding. Each section of racking was in and out, just to give it a little bit more of an aesthetic visual, and you can see the details in the crown as we work our way around the room, coming in and out, and even transitioning to this lower section of the ceiling. It's a pretty good skill that our carpenters have perfected. There's one last feature of this cellar I want to point out to you. Normally, we build our racks to a maximum of 92 inches. Above 92 inches, unless you're 7 foot tall, you can't reach the topmost racking anyway, and then it provides a precarious situation where it's easy to drop a bottle. Here, because we went up to 96 inches, we wanted a way to be able to access it without having to bring in a step stool. So what we did is we constructed this sliding ladder that we're able to install, and it's on rollers, and it allows you to access the topmost bottles. And what's really nice about it, again, it slides along a metal track that matches the metal racking on the opposite wall. But the thing that's nice about this ladder is when you're done with it, it can be lifted up and it can be laid flat against the racks and pushed out of the way, so it doesn't impede your access to the rest of the cellar. Again, something that we haven't done often, but because we are completely custom in what we do, we can build you anything. The double display rows, the window, the rolling ladder. Thanks for joining us today here in Spring Lake, New Jersey to kick off the summer of 2014 and tour this beautiful cellar that we recently completed. I look forward to seeing you next time on another one of our wine cellar tours.